Hey, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So we're back for another wonderful day of college football. There's a lot going on, man. It's going to be a very fun day. I'm going to throw the poll in the chat. Of course, we're doing Mizzou, Alabama today. So, who do you got? Alabama or Missouri? Here, give me a quick sec. I'm going to just share this on the social medias. Hopefully, y'all have had a great day. Here, y'all let me know. What game are y'all excited for today? What's got y'all hot and bothered? And I'll go over some of my favorite bets of the day. Because I think there's a lot of fun bets today. I think the spreads have been reasonably good this week. By the way, I guess I should shout out, hey, friends over at Underdog Fantasy, download the app, sign up with promo code Broshmo. They match that first deposit up to $1,000 reduce. That's right. Ah, shucks. Oh man, it's gonna be such a good day. I mean, shoot, we got multiple games on this slate. I Listen, I'm glad Nintendo Mike ain't in the chat right now. Might be at the game. Illinois, Ohio State. Ohio State's been bet up to 15 and a half. Of course, if you're feeling good, you bet that up to 16 and a half. If you're me and a coward, then you bet it down to 13 and a half. Kirito, what's up, buddy? The abbreviation Bowling Green. That's Bowling Green. I like Bowling Green plus 10 and a half versus Toledo today. I think that's a good Bowling Green team. That's a great Toledo team. Don't get me wrong, Toledo wins the game, but I think Bowling Green can cover 10 points. But yeah, I like Ohio State today. Let me tell y'all, my this Alabama Missouri game is a test between what my mind thinks and what my heart wants. My heart wants Mizzou. My mind says bet Alabama minus 2.5. I know it's -3, but you bet that down. You don't want to lose on a field goal. That's where my mind is at. Kirito, how do I feel about Tech versus Kansas minus 13.5? I'll tell you, I took Kansas plus 14.5. I think this could be a good look ahead spot for Texas Tech. And I know that's a later game. I think that's part of the night slate, right? Now I know it's in Lubbock. I know Texas Tech is like what? They haven't lost by less than 24 points. Or they've just been beating teams by 24 or more points, I think. Right? I might be wrong about that. This could be a look ahead spot for Texas Tech. This is a good Kansas team. I think they're going to play competitively, or at least competitive enough. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Texas Tech has Oh, it's your homecoming game too? Yeah, but this could be a look ahead spot. Arizona State on the horizon at Arizona State at in Tempe. It could be a look ahead spot. And I really like Kansas. I'm going to go take a gander. Has Kansas been blown out this year? Well, look, even in that, yeah, look, they haven't lost by 14 or more points at all this year. And those are quality games, Cincinnati and Missouri. I'm willing to ride Kansas, who kind of needs to get hot. I'm not saying they win, but I'm saying Texas Tech, maybe they get, I don't even want to call it a scare, but they get a competitive game to get them ready to go. How's that Kansas defense? Pass rush is all right. Secondary is, I mean, keep in mind, they lost, what, 2 starting corners last year? Secondary is a bit of a question mark, but I think, I mean, what look at the over and under in this game. 59.5 points. They're expecting some points in this game. I think Kansas can score. I think they can maybe do enough. But then again, we saw with with Utah, it didn't really matter if they were going to try to play with their running quarterback. It didn't matter. So maybe that's the case today. But that's where I lie. And I'm kind of a homer for Kansas. All right, let me go through some of my other bets going back to the top of the sheet. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. UCLA plus 7.5. I looked at it for a sec, but I was like, nah, that's a good Michigan State team. SMU Stanford's interesting just because it's a lot of points. I think if you bet Stanford up to plus 21.5, you could go for it. It is certainly an interesting one. Let's see. Like I mentioned, Bowling Green. Oh, wow. It's up to 11.5. Take it. I would take Bowling Green plus 11.5. That's where I would be. Ole Miss. Look, I think they started out minus 30.5. It's gone up to minus 32.5. It's a non-conference game for Ole Miss. You take Ole Miss and the points. Again, I'm a coward. I bet that sucker down to 29.5. But I mean, dude, Washington State's been getting blasted this year. Oh, San Diego State beat them by 23. North Texas beat them by 49. Washington beat them by what? That's 35. Just got a win against Colorado State. I thought Colorado State wasn't that good of a team. Fun fact, Colorado State, I'm pretty sure won last night. Big time against 5-1. Well, once 5-1 Fresno. 49-21, but I mean, shoot. Let's see what else we got. Oregon minus 7.5. I would bet this separately. I don't know if I would include it in a parlay. I might, but it's in Eugene. I believe in Indiana. I don't know if they can cover 7 points. I'd bet Oregon down to minus 6.5. Look at this, man. Oklahoma was a 1.5 favorite. Now Texas 1.5 favorite. I don't know how we're feeling about John Mateer. It sounds like he's probable for the game. Texas is desperate. It's a neutral site game. I say neutral site. It's in Texas. But they're so desperate. It's almost like betting Penn State last week for them to lose. But it's different. Not last week, the week before against Oregon, where it's like, hey, they got to show they can win the big game. But a loss necessarily won't hurt them. Texas, you might be firmly out of the college football playoff picture without this. So it's tempting to take just Texas. I would take Texas maybe money line. But golly, I love John Mateer and I'd be rooting for him. We got off the top says Roll Tide. Maybe. You feeling good about Gojo's picks today? I am. I really like the slate of games. I really like the spreads that Vegas has given us. Like, dude, this NC State Notre Dame game, I bet this sucker up to plus 24.5, and I took NC State. Notre Dame, yeah, they want to have a few blowouts, right? Because you're a team without a conference. You already got 2 losses. You kind of got a winning style. They beat Boise in South Bend, I believe, only 28-7. NC State's got an explosive offense. I think they can cover that many points. That's a lot of points. I'm not saying NC State wins. I'm saying NC State can cover. NC State, they had that. Yeah, dude, I don't get that Virginia Tech game fresh after firing their coach. Oh man. But this Duke game they were out in head. NC State was out in head of this game. And then pick six. I think there was 2 pick sixes in that game. They just shot themselves in the foot. All right, what else do we got here? I love Nebraska minus 6.5 against Maryland. I think they're a better team. Maryland's pretty good though. Kansas State plus 1.5. Interesting. I don't know. I like TCU though, but I don't think I'd touch that game. I love UNLV minus 6.5. Air Force, not half bad team. They took Navy to the distance last week. But I think UNLV can cover. At home, too. Let's see. What other games do I like on the slate? Well, now it's down to minus 6.5. I would bet it back up to plus 7.5 and take Florida. Dude, we got Billy Napier back against the wall. This is what Billy Napier, I called it. I said it last week that, oh man, I would probably take Florida in the points. I think if you wanted to bet against Billy Napier, that time has come and gone. Billy Napier, with his back against the wall, has a knack not just to cover, but win. I don't think they win this game, but I think they could cover. Iowa, Wisconsin's interesting, but I mean, look at the point total on this, 37.5. Iowa loves ugly games. I could see them winning this game by 3. I won't touch that. As I previously mentioned, I like Kansas plus 14.5. I like Georgia in this spot. I know it's Jordan-Hare Stadium. We're in October. But I would probably bet it down to 2.5. But I think Georgia's back in control. Watch out. All right, let me turn on this Missouri. Low key, I might go Auburn money line. I wouldn't do that. But maybe, man, Auburn has a knack of doing weird things. Your gut's telling you something. Hey, man, follow your gut, man. I have a bad track record with Auburn. I can never tell when Auburn's going to play well or when they're not. So, personally, it might be a game I don't even touch. What would you recommend putting on the second screen? Well, I'll get to that sucker in a sec. Let me run through a couple of these other bets I like. Michigan USC is kind of a toss-up for me. I think you could go either way. I'm not touching South Carolina LSU. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Arizona in Tuscan plus 2.5. Maybe bet it up to plus 3.5. Maybe even just say money line. I have a feeling about Arizona tonight. A gut feeling, some would say. Arizona State plus 10.5 is tempting. But okay, what's on the second screen today? Let's see. Well, you got Ohio State, Illinois. Probably Ohio State, Illinois. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh, Florida State could be low-key fun. And Pittsburgh minus, I mean, it's at Doak Campbell. But Pittsburgh minus plus 10.5. A little tempted. They got a new quarterback in tow. They destroyed Boston College last week. But yeah, I would suggest having Illinois, Ohio State on the second screen. I don't know if Mateer's playing. Philip, I don't know if Mateer is playing. I have seen he's probable for the game, but dude, Texas was, I think, even with Mateer healthy, I think Oklahoma was only -1.5. I say healthy, but even with the anticipation Mateer might play, Texas was still close in the odds, and now Texas has been bet up to. I saw him at 2.5 or 1.5. They're up to 3.5. Yeah, I mean Texas back against the wall, man. Triple X. I remember that movie, Vin Diesel, and then it was Ice Cube. My girlfriend and her girlfriend, Kinky, are at Oregon, the Oregon Ducks game versus Indiana. Oh, that's gonna be fun. What's up with the Texas Longhorns? Offense sucks. It's not just an Arch Manning problem. The whole offense is just trash. Fire. There's Wyatt. Fire Joe Sloan. You said which game for the second screen? I said Ohio State, Illinois would probably be the second screen game. If you didn't know, now you know. There is a poll up in the chat. Who do you got? Mizzou or Alabama? All right, Missouri, we'll start with the ball. We're going to get a return. Gets out to about the 22. Let's switch over to the game cast. Let me let Gojo out. All right. If you are on the YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Share it if you could. If you're on the X, give me that heart. and then uh and then you could repost it. Hardy with a nice run, about 6-7 yards. Joe Brady, please come back. He's never coming back. Philip, did you watch the Michigan State quarterback? Forgot his name. Aiden Childs. I heard people saying he might be a first round talent, but more so 2027. Hey, Prabula going for a first down. I would say I went to go back. I was like, okay, let me go back through some of his tape because he's got a good arm. It's just he needs to come together as a passer. And I think we've seen parts of that this year, but he's so young. Yeah, he's returning. I just said, you know what? I'll just go over next summer. I'll go through a legitimate watch through of him because he's not coming out this year. Yeah, you are watching the best back in the country and Ahmad Hardy. I love Ahmad Hardy. I remember going through my summer scouting. I was like, "Oh, I gotta throw this guy up on my watch list," and then I was like, "Oh, he's not even active. Dang it, Caden Green, is he active today? They have that man playing tackle. Caden Green out here playing tackle, and people forget he's probably a guard in the NFL." All right, we're gonna get another handoff to Hardy. He breaks one tackle, gets out across midfield, and that's another first down from Mizzou. Or are they gonna say 3rd and 1? They're gonna say 3rd and 1. Childs transfer? No, he already transferred. Prbula's going to hold on to it. He's out across the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, down close to the 15. Oh, man, don't look now. This looks like Alabama versus Florida State. Alabama has a nasty knack of sucking against the run, especially when the quarterback can run. Man, Bray Hubbard bit too far inside, gave that outside to the quarterback. Aiden Childs, he followed Jonathan Smith to Michigan State from Oregon State. I think he's going to be a Jonathan Smith guy. So I think he's going to stick around. I don't think he transfers unless he's like a grad transfer later on. Brbula throwing it up to the tight end. Touchdown! Is that, what's his name? Like Briefleet or something? Brett Norfleet. That's what it is. Hey! Just like that. Wow, dude. That's wild. Missouri's like, we're undefeated. You got us at 14. We're undefeated. You got us at 14. Louisiana Monroe got a backup quarterback and Taysom Hill type player as a starting kicker this week. What? That's interesting. Dang, dude. Yeah, Bray Hubbard. I don't know if Bray Hubbard let up thinking he had help back there. Oh, dang, dude. And Damani Jackson was coming over. I guess he was thinking, okay, this might sail on him and I could get the interception. Nope. Norfleet just grabbed that sucker out the air and ran right into the touchdown uncontested. So kind of not ideal. Kind of not ideal. If you're Alabama, that's not what you want to see from your defense. The starter and backup both injured. They put out a school-wide email looking for people to kick. That's wild. All right, here comes Bama with the return. Oh, what a mean tackle. Down at about the 21, 22. Norfleet, that was the guy on my watch list, never got to. Is he eligible to the return? I mean, yeah, he's 2023. I could see him coming back. He is a true junior, so I could see him coming back. All right, poll will end after this Alabama drive. So if y'all want to switch, this might be the time. Coming out in the pistol, Simpson. He's going to hand it off to Jam Miller. He's going to go outside, and there's nothing going. Fun fact, if you didn't know, this Missouri defensive line is kind of crazy. You got Zion Young, who's turned into a pass rusher. That was kind of like my theme with him over the summer. I was like, oh, he feels like just a very solid run defender. He is, and I think he was in a stock report either last week or the week before, where I was like, man, the pass rushing capacity of him has come together. On the other side, you got Damon Wilson, I believe. You got like a couple of the interior guys are really good too. Fake the handoff to screen out to, oh my gosh, Jeremy Bernard immediately getting blown up. That's Dalen Carroll. Oh, there's a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct for Taunton. Oh, it's Zion Young too. Oh no, yeah, Young got into the face of Bernard. Wow, goes from 3rd and long to 1st and 10. Oh, man, come on. That sucks. All right, literally fresh life. And we're going to get another handoff tackled in the backfield. That was Carnell. Do I Let me just check. Is he on the spreadsheet? I have Catalan. Yep, right here. Dalen Carnell. He is a captain for this squad. Former 4-star from the 2021 recruiting class. So yeah, he's having a big game thus far. 2nd and 10. Coming out of the pistol. Faking the handoff. Here comes the pressure. He gets it out quick to Jam Miller. Good tackle there. That's Tristan Newsom, the tackle or the linebacker, excuse me. I got for you a lookout for Southeastern Louisiana DT Caleb Proctor. He's been a 4-year starter and had 4 offers to play to transfer. Stayed because he's not playing for money. Had 2 sacks versus LSU. Ooh, I like that. All right, Simpson dropping back, throwing one out there, lasers it, gets it to Brooks. 1st down. Nice shot by Ty Simpson. I'll take a look at him, Wyatt. That could be a good shout out. All right, 1st and 10 for Alabama. They are at the Missouri 48. You got you got trip set up tight. You got Ryan Williams in motion and fake the handoff. And Simpson's going to run for it. And he's going to be out right before the 1st down, down at about the 39. All right, so 2nd and 1 for the Crimson Tide. All right, dropping back again, Simpson. Whole shot. Gets it to Cuevas. You got to be careful, man. You can't be coming out of that cover, too. He eats up those holes along the sideline. Oh, Sam Levitt is out versus Utah. Yeah, take Utah plus the points. I just saw that. I didn't know that. All right, Simpson, here comes the pressure. He's throwing it up. Oh, man. Overthrown and almost picked off. All right, Caleb Proctor, 21 pressures, 4 sacks thus far this year. Let's see the pass rush win rate. 15.8%. Ooh, that might be a good shout out, Wyatt. That might be a good shout out. Hand off to Miller on 2nd and 10. Gets to about the 12. It's going to be like 3rd and 4. Only downside is he's small but strong with a high motor. How small are we talking? 6'3", 280. Real small. So he's not going to be for everybody. All right, 3rd and 5. Ooh, false start. Or on sides, excuse me, on sides. Gets it to Ryan. Or was that Ryan Williams? No, that's Horton. My bad. Gets it to Horton quick, but it's going to be a first down after the onside anyway. Offsides. And Zion Young, that's a couple of penalties, man. Zion Young, like you could tell, he wants to get off the line and get off quick, man. This whole drive, he's just kind of been like jitterbugging. Need to calm him down, man. He's all psyched up right now. So it's going to be first and goal at the Mizzou 8. Oh, watch the LSU tape if you can get it. Oh, bro, I got it. I was just talking all this good crap about the all 22 system I have now. All right, we're going to get a handoff here. Is that Miller or Riley? Can't tell. 26, 28. Can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8. By the way, I have your same gut feeling about Arizona. Oh, Kirill, I'm telling you, Arizona, no Fafita playing good football tonight. It was Jam Miller that just ran it for 2 yards. So, second goal at the 6. All right, got a man in motion. That's Bernard. Dropping back. Dumps it to Riley over the middle. Touchdown. Nice angle route by the running back. Oh, and strap in, boys and girls. We're going to have ourselves a game. And with that, I am going to end the poll in the chat. 62% of y'all have Alabama in this game. What up, Dexy? How you doing, buddy? All right. Also, if you didn't know, let me inform y'all that after this, we're going straight. We're going straight to the Oregon-Indiana live stream. If you need to know, hey, what should be on my second screen? If you got Indiana, Oregon, well, shoot, there's a Red River shootout going on, Texas, Oklahoma. All right. Before we get to scoreboard, we were talking kind of about my spreadsheet. If you didn't know, I got a draft guide. Eventually, it'll be on a website and be a little bit more cosmetically pleasing. But right now, it's a Google spreadsheet. It's got, if you love the draft, it's perfect for you. But why hear it from me when you can hear it from me? We love the NFL draft, and now my draft guide is available for purchase. It comes with over 500 player backgrounds and close to 300 player evals. It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So when I add a new eval or I change my rankings, you're going to be the first to know. It's going to have all the pro day and combine numbers along with analytics. And it's a Google spreadsheet for right now. So you have to include your email with the purchase, but we will be switching over to a website at the end of the year. And if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper now than it will be later. It's a great way to support the channel. And as always, much appreciated, much obliged. And I'm back with the scoreboard. Scoreboard. Ohio State, they're up 3-0 on Illinois. Hey, guys, don't get your hopes up. Ohio State's always been a slow burn this year. I guarantee you that final score is going to look a lot different. Pittsburgh, they score on their opening drive. I'm telling y'all, this Heinzkel? I don't know, must be German. Mason Heischkel. He's a freshman. I don't know if he's a true freshman, but he popped off last week against Boston College, 30 for 41 for 323 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's got Pittsburgh out in front on Florida State 7-0. I said that plus 10.5 that they were giving Pittsburgh was tempting. Bo Prabula needs to be in your draft guide. He is. I just don't have an eval for him because I wanted to see more of him. You'll have an eval eventually. I'm pretty sure he's got an extra year of eligibility. He's probably going to return. I mean, this is a really good Missouri squad. Why not? Let's take a look at that real quick. He's from the 2022 class. I'm sure he's got a redshirt year in there. Yeah, he's a redshirt junior. He's going to probably return. And next year, that Missouri team's going to be nuts. Michigan State's up 7-3 on UCLA. 0-0 for Stanford, SMU. 7-0 Cincinnati over Central Florida. Houston, Oklahoma State tied up at 7. We got Army up 7-0 on Charlotte. JMU and Louisiana are tied up at 0. Akron, Miami, Ohio tied up at 0. Okay, Toledo being up 7-0 early makes me a little queasy. I'm not going to lie on Bowling Green. Makes me a little queasy. All right, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. We're going to get a handoff here to Hardy. Gets about 4, set up a 2nd and 6. South Florida, Texas A&M game last night South Florida, USF, not Louisiana, ULL. Louisiana. No, that Lafayette. Wait, no, they're just Louisiana. Stop screwing with me. Yeah, they haven't been ULL in a few years now. Still might be. All right, Hardy picks up another to set up a 3rd and 4, maybe. South Florida and North Texas was electric last night. First half was, then South Florida just brought out the whooping stick. What did that game end? Like 49-28 or something, right? No, 63-36. Sorry, I was thinking of this 49-21 Fresno State. Dude, freaking Denzel Boston had himself a game against Rutgers last night, too. All right, we got incompletion. It's going to be a 3-and-out for Mizzou. In my heart, it's ULL. It's a rivalry thing, sure. Dexy says, I'm only watching this game to see Connor Tolson does and how Caden Green does because that's 2 linemen I like for my Bills. Yeah, Caden Green's nice. He's been playing tackle, though. He's probably a guard in the NFL, but he's been playing tackle. He's also missed some time this year with, I don't know if it was a foot injury, a concussion. I don't know what it was. I know he's missed a couple of games. All right, fair catch. Bama's going to get the ball at their own 32. Connor Tolson is like, he's an undersized outside zone center. He's like a late day 3 UDFA option. Actually, last 2 days, I have been going back through my offensive line grades. That way, this week I only have to touch up wide receiver, safety, and edge. But yeah, I was going through the centers. Tolson, I have a late day 3 grade on. Caden Green, I still believe in. He's just been banged up this year, and he's been playing left tackle. I believe left tackle. Let me just look to confirm. Yeah, Caden Green's been playing left tackle for him. What has he been out with? Caden Green injury. Yeah, no, okay. It's been a foot injury. He's missed 2 games with a foot injury. But I still like Caden Green a lot. I don't know why more people aren't high on him. Maybe it's like, oh, tackle. And I'm like, no, the man's probably a guard in the NFL. But he's been playing good at tackle, if I'm being honest. Bo is staying. Why won't you stay? And had the ball off to the best back in the cut. Dude, best 2 backs. Show some love to both those backs. Here, let's pull it up real quick because what is it? Roberts, the other back there from Missouri, I believe. Yeah, Jamal Roberts. He's got 350 yards, 3 touchdowns this year. Let's see what that son of a gun, Terry McLaurin, get healthy, ruled out for this game. Dude, Terry McLaurin has single-handedly tanked my fantasy football season. What was I? Oh, I was pulling up the calculator. So he's got 16 forced missed tackles on 48 carries. That's a forced missed tackle rate of 0.33. So hella good. Anyone, if you're above 3.3, really good. Roberts, eligible? Eligible, but can return. So probably returning. All right, here comes Ty Simpson and company. Ty Simpson and friends. Good drive from Ty Simpson last time up. All right, fake handoff. He's throwing it. He's gunning it to Bernard, who gets down right at the first down line. Probably a first down. All right, we're going to get a handoff here. And Riley picks up about 2. Set up a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. Skater Boy says, hello, Broshmo. Michigan to have a healthy offense and defense versus USC tonight. Dude, that Michigan USC game is going to be fun. It's going to be lights out. If USC was ranked, that'd probably be a watch along game for us today. All right, empty backfield for Ty Simpson. And goes up to, oh no, it might be a targeting call. Wide receiver is knocked out. And that's Burks. Burks with the potential targeting call. And Meadows is who's down for Alabama. Yeah, we're doing Oregon, Indiana later today. Dexy, I don't know what all centers are good options in the late rounds because I don't know if the Bills will go center early. Let's see. I'll take a quick gander at centers. I mean, the day, excuse me, the day 3 options, Lyndon Cooper from Pittsburgh's good. Bryce Foster's kind of had a so-so year. There's Pat Coogan from Indiana. Davion Carter, he's playing guard currently for Texas A&M, but he's built like he's small. He's small. Let's just say that. So he has to play center in the NFL. Luke Petitbon from Florida State is meh. So those are a couple of the late round options. Hey, Ryzen Rhino. Thank you for the kind words, my friend. Oh, we haven't had any silly bots quite yet. But hopefully you're having a good day, my friend. Oh, Wyatt, an underrated prospect. I think Elijah Fisher, 5-year starter. I believe just moved from guard to center. He's been very good, but injury prone. Huh. Hardy rushing for 500 yards today. Curtis Curtis Martin. The Curtis Martin. Scary Boy said I meant Monday. Oh, I wonder if questionable hamstring QT will play Monday. Oh, well, being a Lad McConkey owner, now who has Terry McLaurin out for him, I kind of hope he is. But I'm also a big QT fan, so it's nice to see QT finally start to emerge and produce since he was like my wide receiver one in that draft class. All right, all right, all right. We got to go bench stinking Terry McLaurin and put in Joshua Downs. You really taking Missouri's backfield over Notre Dame's? Ooh, probably not. Both are really good though. I've come around to Jadarian Price. To say I've come around to him. No, he's fine. He's playing really good football. That's why I've come around to him. But also, Jeremiah Love's freaking phenomenal. See, Bills have a possible center option for the future of Cedric Van Pran. But he hasn't stayed healthy to see what he can be. I don't think that's targeted. Oh, they're going to keep the targeting call? That's so stupid. I mean, that's a hard hit, but like, what else are you supposed to do if you are the DB? It's just a mean hit. All right, dumping it down to Horton. Picks up about 4, 5, maybe 6 yards. So Burks is ejected out of this ball game. Oh, 7 yards officially. So 2nd and 3. Riley in the backfield there with Simpson. Got Horton in motion. We're going to get a handoff to Riley for a first. Gets down to about the 25, 24-yard line of Missouri. Wow, that's high quality coffee. So USC won't have both starting corners versus Michigan tonight. Woof. So what I'm hearing is maybe a big game from McCulley. 1st and 10. We're getting a handoff here. Oh, big gain by Jam Miller. Gets out for about 10 to 11 yards. Nope, 9 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. Which is actually kind of better. If you want to, you could take a shot to the end zone here. I want to see him go off with. I want to see him go off. Same with Justice Haynes. Yeah, Haynes has been really good this year. All right, empty backfield, so maybe we get that shot. Oh, nope. Here comes Jam Miller, and Ty Simpson's going to call timeout. Didn't like what he was seeing. Play clock was ticking down. So no Sam Levitt tonight, which kind of, I think, explains the Utah Arizona State spread a little bit better. Don't sleep on that USC offense, though. They could go shot for shot with Michigan. Makai Lemon. I think Jacoby Lane's healthy. Their running back's pretty darn good. And on top of that, was it Jaden Mayava? Is a pretty sick quarterback. Hey, Declan. Declan. Hopefully you're having a good day. Ty Simpson, no. I don't think he's got the tools to be QB1. I think he's a very accurate rhythm thrower. All right, 2nd and 1. If you remember when you did the Michigan game a couple of weeks ago, Giovanni was taken off on an ambulance bed, but he's good now. Awesome. That's good to hear. And Riley is going to be short of the first. It's going to set up a 3rd and inches. Ty Simpson's very Mac Jones like. Yeah, he's got a better arm than Mac. Better arm and I think better mobility. Declan, you're watching the Ohio State game? Oh, Ohio or the Ohio State game? Ohio State game, probably. All right, they're going to move the chains. They're now inside the Missouri 15. Do you think David Bailey, Romello Height, or I'm dude, Kirito, I'm a Hurricanes fan. I'm going with Akeem Messidor and Bain. I think I would go with Bain and Messidor anyway. I think they're just better versus the run. All right, here comes 1st and 10. Simpson going to the end zone, out of bounds. Elijah Page will not play versus Michigan. Woof. Hey, bro, Kirita, it's whatever, man. I get it. You're blinded by your fandom, as am I. What's my opinion on saying? There's a flag? Illegal shift on the offense. All right. Well, opinion on saying, I don't think they've really had to. They haven't been in a situation where they've had to rely on saying, or he really hasn't had to step up in a big moment or anything. But he looks like he's got all the throws. All right, we got 1st and 15 for the Crimson Tide. Simpson dumping it down to Jam Miller, who's going to pick up 3. Carson Beck still not the best QB in Florida, says Wyatt. He's the most winning. Sorry, beat Florida and Florida State and South Florida. Might not be the best quarterback, but he's the most winning. They are better at the run, but they are pass rushers. Well, I mean, I think from a pressure standpoint, aren't they like hand in hands? By the way, saw you updated your linebackers. You don't think Jacob Rodriguez slips into the 2nd round? I mean, he could. It's just such a stacked linebacker class. I mean, and when I say stacked, I mean stacked linebacker class. He just kind of gets pushed down because I have other guys ahead of him. But yeah, I mean, Rodriguez, he's probably one of my biggest risers. Here, let's take a quick gander at my linebacker rankings because Arvell Reese, I didn't have Arvell Reese, Jake Golday. I didn't have grades on entering the year. Those were new evals. Isaiah Glasker's had a freaking monster year at BYU. Like he's been a I don't want to say big riser because he goes from early day 3 to third round for me. So I kind of like where Rodriguez is at. So he just kind of gets pushed down just because it's a really good linebacker class. But I mean, the splash plays have been there in coverage this year for him. That was kind of one of my bigger knocks on him. But I don't know if that's something that translates to the NFL for him. I don't think he's going to be the same type of coverage player. All right, end of the first quarter. As Bama will come back to a like 2nd and 12. We all know Billy Napier doesn't win games until he's about to be fired. Exactly. Dude, what's been going on with the Bills? They looked bad versus New England. New England's got a good defense. It's a Mike Vrabel defense. And I mean, did they just got back Christian Gonzalez? It was just the offense was mistake prone. Who's been my biggest dropper so far? I don't know. Let's see who's the biggest dropper thus far that I don't label a returner. I mean, Cade Klubnik's been a pretty big dropper. Like Cade Klubnik's one of my biggest guys that have fallen off. I keep wanting to put Nicholas Singleton further and further, but you just can't deny the tools with him, even if the production's not there. Haven't done wide receivers yet. Let's see. Oh, I need to move up Bear Alexander. I just saw where I had him. I need to move him up a little bit. Will Lee's had a bit of a stumble down my board, but not big. So Cade Klubnik, I think that's probably the safest answer. Simpson trying to hit Williams on the out route just a little too far ahead of him. It's going to set up 3rd and 12. UCLA is beating Michigan State up. No kidding. Did I watch Crown Jewel? Eric, I did watch Crown Jewel. So this morning I turned on Crown Jewel, had that playing in the background while I did an eval for Kobe. I almost said Kobe Bryant. I think it's Kobe Barnes, the Kansas State or the Kansas guard. Because I'm doing my offensive line re-rankings. Oh, right in the end zone. Touchdown! Ty Simpson. What a shot. I think that's Isaiah Horton. On 3rd and 12. What a big throw. Yeah, let's watch this replay. Yeah, that was a nice shot. And Bama goes up 14-7. We'll do a scoreboard in a second. I want to get to some of y'all's chat. Kirito, from what I've seen this year, he is good at reading the quarterback's eyes, but also in the NFL, most quarterbacks know how to use their eyes. So could definitely struggle. And I'm not saying struggle. I'm just saying with Jacob Rodriguez, he's probably going to be more of a minimal gain guy, which is fine. Most linebackers are in the NFL. It's kind of a nitpick. How about Spencer Rattler, the rattlesnake? Only one turnover all year. Pretty good. Yeah, dude. There's a reason why when I did my power rankings this week for the NFL, I had the Saints in the competitively bad category. Oh, Taylor Decker's out versus Kansas City. Are Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph game time decisions? Why it says Lenore Sellers is about to to prove is about to have a prove it game Saturday night Death Valley against a very good team. Time to prove his quarterback one status. Hopefully, we'll see. Him and Garrett Nussmeier, man, for a lot of people, those were your those were your. This is a funny thing. Coming into the year, the discussion about quarterback one, you saw Garrett Nussmeier, you saw Lenore Sellers. However, now the discussion has flipped to the other game today, Oregon, Indiana. Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore. Who is it? Kirito, I'm a Bear Alexander's biggest hater. He's one of the biggest personality red flags. Yeah. Yeah, that dude switches teams a lot. Yeah. No. I don't blame you. I think that what was the meme? Him committing to like USC with a Penn State jersey and a Georgia tattoo. I don't know. Something funny. What offense targeting? Oh wow, Probula getting out of how did he get out of that? I mean, it's gonna set up 3rd and 1, but golly. Skater boy. I'm not watching the Ohio State game right now, so I don't know what targeting they call. They call targeting on the offense. That's interesting. Eric, any chance Ty Simpson can go late one? I think he's probably in the top 50 vicinity. I wouldn't consider him a first rounder. All right, Hardy breaking some tackles, gets the first down. Dude was stopped behind the line and was like, nah, I'm getting this first. Do you like the under in the LSU game? I haven't decided. If it's anything over 55.5, I would consider the under. Dang, Lions are out a lot of players. Alabama players down. It's Kelby Collins, defensive lineman. So yeah, Lions are down a lot of players. That's wild. Wyatt, I think Nuss's biggest problem was the injury, a torso. Yeah, I saw it was an abdominal or a core injury. Yeah, but that doesn't explain. I get them not having a rushing game, but that doesn't explain. Just because you have a core injury doesn't mean you naturally just throw into double and triple coverage. A core injury doesn't cause that. The penalty was an illegal touch pass in the Ohio game. Illegal touch pass? I'm all kinds of confused. All right, scoreboard. And then I'm going to take to the X to look up this illegal touch pass. Let's hit the refresh button real quick. As Ohio State's up 10-0 on Illinois, and they're driving again. Pittsburgh, they're up 14-7. Part of me wanted to bet it, but I got too scared. Pittsburgh plus 10.5 felt nice. UCLA's up 17-7 on Michigan State. Woof. SMU's up 7-0 on Stanford after the first quarter. Cincinnati's up 14-0 on Central Florida. Oklahoma State and Houston are tied up at 10. Louisiana and JMU are tied up at 0. Army, they're up 14-0 on Charlotte. Akron and Miami, Ohio are tied up 0-0. Bowling Green, do something. Toledo's up 14-0. And when the Ole Miss game just started, and already Ole Miss looking to get a touchdown. I'm telling you, they're gonna beat the pants off of Washington State. All right. Time to take to X real quick. Eric, there's your scoreboard. I just did it. Oh shucks, that's right. Let's check the phone. Oh, that's Nussmeier football though. He's the definition of gunslinger. Yeah, dude, it kind of is. Nuss is a gunslinger to the T. All right, let's go. Let's search up Ohio State on X. I'm not seeing anything about the penalty right now. Let me type in penalty. All right, 1st and 10 for Missouri. We're gonna get a handoff. Nope, Perbula's gonna hold on to it and he's gonna throw it down. Wow, he dropped the interception. Man, I don't know why you're trying to thread the needle there. Uh, Almost an interception. I'm not seeing anything about the penalty. All right, 2nd and 10 for Mizzou. I imagine this is a handoff. Oh, it's a shuttle pass. And that's Kevin Coleman. Picks up a 2 yards. I just see everyone talking about the non-flag on pass interference, which, yeah, Davidson, Igbinosin, that is very, very pass interference. So much hands. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 8. Not ideal. They're going to come out passing. Here comes pressure and a sack. There's a flag. And the pressure forced by Overton. Keeley got the sack. And it's holding on the offense. So 4th down. Yeah. Oh, that was also Pierre. Who's that Pierre cat from Alabama? I put him in the draft guide like a week or so ago. Here comes the punt, by the way. Fair catch. They're going to get the ball at their own 29. Yanze Pierre. Illinois has been showing their defense is good. Dude, Ohio State's defense is nuts. That's a big reason I'm keeping them at 1 over Miami, and I love Miami. We got Philip saying fumble. Michigan State might be a butt beating in Michigan, but from the wrong team. Huh. Oh, Simpson getting pressured. Ball's battered away. Oh, that was a good batted ball. Yeah, because Simpson had to change the arm angle, try to like side shot that sucker. All right, 2nd and 10. You got trips down low. And we're going to get a handoff. Nice pickup by Jam Miller. All right, here comes 3rd and 4. Simpson out there calling an audible. This man just looks pre-snap like an NFL quarterback. And Simpson, here comes pressure. He's stepping up. He's going to get it with his legs. He's out across midfield, too. Oh, okay, Simpson, just slide. I don't know. What was that? Down at about the Missouri 45. Wyatt says, how we lose to an undefeated Ole Miss team on the road and drop to 11, but Georgia loses at home to Alabama and they're ranked above us. Well, because the AP has biases. But also, you could argue Georgia has a better win in Tennessee, which they do. But I wouldn't have ranked Georgia above LSU. I would put Alabama above LSU. Tigers lost. I need my Spartans to lift my spirits. Well, you might not want to watch this game, bruh. All right. 2nd and 9 for the Crimson Tide. And dropping back. Here comes the pressure. He throws it out. Gets it. That's Isaiah Horton for a first. My gosh, dude. Ty Simpson. What is pressure? Notre Dame above BYU is criminal. I don't think Notre Dame should be even. If you're ranking 2 lost teams, I think we've lost the plot. People are ranking based on what they expect later in the year. No, just rank on what teams have done right now and adjust it week to week. You could have teams make these big leaps. And Notre Dame's going to be back in it. I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to go undefeated. Then again, that USC game is going to be interesting for them. All right, 2nd and 6. We're going to get another handoff here. Riley picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards. Yeah, because Notre Dame, looking at their schedule going forward, and I mean, even that USC game, you get them at home. Like Pittsburgh could be interesting, but you expect them to win that game. They don't have anyone scary. So, like, ideally, they probably win out. Again, that USC game will be interesting. So just wait to move them back up. 3rd and 4. And Simpson pressured, breaks one tackle, and then goes down. Jacobs with the sack. Ohio State's defense is too good. They are very good. Is Ty Simpson QB2 behind Dante Moore? Dante Moore seems QB1. Sellers seems QB3 or later. No, I wouldn't put Simpson ahead of Sellers. Sellers has just got amazing tools. Simpson, though, I mean, this dude has been He's just doing NFL things behind the line of scrimmage, like pre-snap. Field goal, 10-point ball game, 17-7, Bama. For me, Tyson, it's just I don't think it's out of the cards to put that Ty Simpson could be a first rounder. I don't know if I take that dude top 10 though. Like he's got a good, not elite arm. He he's an adequate athlete, and to be fair, like he's not going to scare you with his feet. It's more so he can extend the play. I mean, in college football, yeah, he's going to be able to run away from some of these linebackers, some of these defensive linemen. That's not going to happen in the NFL. But like just what he does from the pocket, and now that he's stepping more into the pocket, because you go to the Florida State game, this man was rolling out anytime pressure hit. What he does pre-snap, this man's making his own adjustments, shifting, making his own shifts along the offensive line. In college, usually that's the center. If you got a quarterback that can do that, that's NFL ready. So like there's a huge argument that like Ty Simpson could be a first round quarterback. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. The defense is good, but they're going to lose versus better teams. Talking about Ohio State, I don't know about that. We got Fiat Goes says he has good lateral goal quickness, not the fastest. Do believe the lateral quickness is better than straight line speed in the NFL and college. Like which is better? I mean, honestly, if a quarterback that just can move and maneuver the pocket and can create outside of structure, even if it isn't as a runner, it's fine. Like straight line speed for a quarterback's kind of whatever. Unless you're like built different and like your feet are going to be a big aspect of your game, like a Lamar Jackson, like a Cam Newton, Josh Allen. His legs are a big asset to his game. So Ohio State defense has shown they can't stop the run or the pass from Illinois now. Have they? What's the score? Is it still 10-0? I don't know. Until Illinois puts up a score of some sort, I'm not going to go with the narrative that Ohio State's defense can't stop people. They can't stop people every drive. That's an unfair expectation. TD Illinois? Oh, shucks. Well, there it is. There it is. The Ohio State defense is washed. All right. Here comes no return. Mizzou's going to get the ball at their own 25. Do I think Mizzou comes back? I hope they come back. I'm a big fan of Missouri, man. I really am. Handoff here. That's Hardy. Gets about 2 to 3 yards. All right. Here comes 2nd and 8. And miscommunication. Looks like he was expecting an out route, and the wide receiver just sat. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. And we're going to get a, like a power run. Oh, no. Prebula fumbled it, but I think the tight end got back on top of that sucker. Oh, man. Well, 4th down. Nonetheless, it's going to be a punt. And did he shank this sucker? It's going to go out about the Bama 40. Sounds like we need to do a scuttlebutt. Let's hit the refresh. As Ohio State's still up 10-0 on Illinois. Pittsburgh's up 14-7 on Florida State. UCLA is pouring it on. Golly, 24-7 against Michigan State. SMU's up 10-0 on Stanford. Cincinnati's up 17-0 on Central Florida. Houston's up 17-10 on Oklahoma State. Louisiana, we got a score. They're up 7-0 on JMU. Ooh, Jam Miller, 1st down. About a 10-yard run. Army's up 14-0 on Charlotte. Miami, Ohio, Akron, they're tied up at nothing. Toledo's up 14-0 on Bowling Green. Get it together. What the hell is going on in this Ole Miss game? Ole Miss was about to score a touchdown. What are we doing? What are we doing? Lane Kiffin tied up at 0. Ugh. All right. We got another handoff here to Jam. Gets out across the Missouri 40, down about the Mizzou 38. All right. 2nd and 4. Simpson's going to drop back. He's rolling out, looking. Ooh, tries to get it to Brooks. Just a little too far inside on that. Because oh, dude, I refreshed the page right before Philip. I can't believe that game's still 0-0. What up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? All right, 3rd and 4. Simpson's dropping back. Here comes the pressure, and he's sacked. That was Wilson. Damon Wilson with the sack. Simpson held on to that, sat there like he had time. I don't know what he was waiting for to get open. I guess he was waiting for Bernard on the corner route, but that was huge. Huge sack to force a punt here. Top tier. Still, goal noodles. There is a flag. The ball bounces out about the 22. Shift on the punting team.
All right, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Should set up Missouri around their own 27-28. Ohio State going for the field goal here to make it 13-0. And they get it. 13-0. All right, I want to turn on this Ole Miss game. I got to see this for myself. Dude, did Washington State, I think, just scored a touchdown. I think Washington State's up 7-0. Washington State's up 7-0. That's wild. Why would you bet Michigan State? UCLA coming off the biggest win their only win this season, but the biggest? And it was just a touchdown difference. It's all right, Kirito. Right now I'm feeling like an idiot for betting Ole Miss minus 29.5. And potentially the Bowling Green. I don't know. I have faith Ole Miss is going to get going. It's a home game. I believe that they're going to get pumping on all cylinders. Goathouse said so. Well, shoot. How good is Goathouse at hitting? I mean, I'm one to criticize how often, but I am curious to see what Goathouse's record is versus the spread. Dude, Bowling Green out here having to run the ball with their back against their own goal line. And now they're punting. Golly. You want someone. So the guys from Bustin' and the Boys, Compton and Lawan, I think they're pretty solid. Oh, dude. Toledo, they have great field position with 3 minutes left in the half. Golly. Josh Pate's really good. Well, he's got like a whole model, a whole system. Yeah, no, I looked at that UCLA Michigan State. I was like, if anything, I would have bet UCLA. But also, I probably wouldn't touch it. Dude, Michigan State almost lost to Boston College. Come on, guys. Cody Brown is great for the NFL. Well, I don't bet NFL, so I'll do underdog, like higher or lower. Because that's just more like fantasy, you know? That's more like, it's more like, hey, I hope my fantasy players do well. And if they do, that means they'll hit these overs. But no, I don't touch spreads in the NFL. Dude, Bowling Green's out here making me feel stupid. Oh, Jamal Roberts with the big run. He's inside the 40, close to the Alabama 30. 39-yard run for Jamal Roberts. Forgot we had another game going. Oh, wow. Cody Brown's that good, or was he just that good that week? Oh, MSU fan. Boston College is a good team. Get out of here. Fun fact. Boston College is not a good team, and apparently Michigan State isn't either. All right, 2-minute timeout. Mizzou will have the ball inside the Alabama 30, about the Alabama 28. Shoot. Kirito, let me know about this Cody Brown fella. Does he only do NFL? Caden Green is projected to go to the Lions first round. He's the left tackle for Mizzou. He's a guard in the NFL. He's playing left tackle this year just because he's the best offensive lineman on Missouri. Texas isn't a good team either, and I love it. Offensively, they're not great. I think they might win today, though. Back against the wall. Only NFL for football. He's great at NBA too. Oh, dude, I don't even follow the NBA, so. MSU fan, quit asking about my kids every week, dude. It's weird. It's weird. How many kids do I want? Golly, dude. Cody Betts on X. Maybe I'll give him a follow. Maybe I'll give him a follow just to follow it. Maybe he'll reinvigorate me to bet NFL. Oh, MSU fan. If I'm talking about my kids and whatnot, if it's on subject, it makes sense. But out of the blue, how many kids you want? It's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know if I want more kids. I'll let you know when I do, I guess. He won. Oh, golly, Kirito. How do you feel about Mike McDaniel probably getting canned in 2 to 3 weeks? I'm not happy about it. I think he could be a good coach for us, but it is what it is. Kirito, I'm telling you, busting with the boys. They're good with college football. Josh Pate's great. I love Josh Pate. Those are the two guys I say two guys. Busting with the boys is like Taylor Lewan and was it Compton? So they're two guys, but those I like following those guys for college football. Crane and Company occasionally has a few good best bets. Horrible injury for the running back. What running back got hurt? For Illinois? All right, we're going to have a minute 53 left. It's 3rd and 3 for Mizzou. Coming out in the pistol. We are going to get a handoff here. Hardy running out of space, but he bounces outside. Oh, he fumbles. No, it's going to be. Oh, maybe it goes out of bounds. Dude, Hardy was fighting hard to get to that. that first. I don't know if Alabama secured it before he went out of bounds. Oh, that was a good forced fumble. Who made that tackle? That was Pierre. Nah, yeah, no, I don't think he had possession. I don't see possession. Dang, dude. Pierre had his hand all over that football. Where does Pate show his bets? YouTube. And then he has an Instagram show on Friday night. It's called Friday Night Lines, where he talks about some of his favorite bets going into Saturday. All right, 4th and 1. It's gonna be 4th and 1. Who stepped up for Mizzou as their number one? Hasn't it been Kevin Coleman? No, I'm not touching Georgia Tech. I'm not touching Georgia Tech here, though. I didn't even look at who they're playing today. I'm not touching Georgia Tech. They're probably a 2-touchdown favorite. I don't want that. I don't want that action. All right, going for it on 4th and 1. Oh, they're playing Virginia Tech, even more so. And they're going to hand it off to the Roberts, who was lined up at fullback. He's right at the first down. Golly, it's close. Based on the placement, looks like a first down. What up, Nintendo Mike? How you doing? All right, minute 12. We're going to get a fake handoff for Beulah rolling out. Going to throw this one away. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, Georgia Tech's trying to kill Haynes Keen every week. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why that team hasn't really. They have other weapons. I don't know why they haven't been able to get anything else going. Yeah, Nintendo Mike, listen, it's Ohio State. There's only so much you could do against that juggernaut. And I mean juggernaut. Don't look at the overlay, Nintendo Mike, for one of my best bets. All right, Hardy. No, that's Roberts in motion. Perbula, he's going to keep it. He's going to try to run with it. There's a flag down. It would set up like a 3rd and 6. Who do you got in Texas versus Oklahoma? If Mateer is playing, my heart says Oklahoma. My mind still says Texas is backed in a corner in a must-win situation. Oklahoma not in a must-win. If Mateer doesn't go, I feel good about Texas. Is Keontae Scott returning punts for us? Is that for real? All right, Perbula dropping back, 2nd and 10. Gets it out. Manning getting down to about the 17. It's going to set up a 3rd and short. Former Auburn legend. Yeah, right. I know he's been playing like slot / safety for us. Yeah, Scott's mainly been playing in the slot, but occasionally he'll slip into the box. Let's see returns. Looks like on punts we have it's Malachi Tony, the freshman. Yeah, no, I don't see Scott returning anything for us. Third and 3, 40 seconds left here for Mizzou. They look confused. Do I feel a timeout coming? Yeah, timeout. Okay. No, they snap it. And Perbula trying to escape, but he's sacked. Might just have to kick field goal here. You've been unable to really move the football. It's 4th and 3. I think you kick it. Ooh. All right, they call timeout with 3 seconds left. Ohio State's up 20 to nothing. Feels right. I'm pretty sure Bowling Green's down 21 nothing, so woof. All right, here comes the kick. Oh man, that looked like it was almost blocked. They get it. Bowling Green, 45-yard touchdown. Let's go. 21 to 7. Still got some ways to cover. Missouri not looking good at all. Did you see the first drive? And this defense has gotten after it. This defense has been saving Missouri. Missouri not good at all. They're down 7 to Alabama. Yeah, no, dude. Mizzou went down the field opening drive. Since then, the offense has been not getting in good third down predicaments. The defense has really been saving Missouri. On that first drive, man, they just kept shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. And Ty Simpson made them pay for it. But yeah, no, I mean, I think Missouri's a good team. All right, I'm going to switch to the scoreboard and I'm going to go to the restroom. Probably grab some pretzels or something. I'll be right back. Oh, Keela, you need water? All right. Happy my team sucks is making you happy. Oh, it's not making me happy. I just want them to cover. Oh, interesting question, Breakdancer. I didn't sell my Nico stock. I just said, like in my draft guide, I was like, he's probably returning. Like it makes sense for him to return to school. All right. We will do a scoreboard in a sec. Izzy, what's up, Broshmo? Gotta go. I'm putting together my desk for my office in my new home, but enjoy college football. Will do. Do you consider Julian saying an NFL draft prospect? Not this year, but I haven't really dove deep into his film. Dang, dude. I just saw those that seminal touchdown to give them the lead going into halftime. Golly. All right. I'm going to have 2 more pretzels, then we'll do scoreboard. All right. Hey, Illinois got a touchdown right before half. There you go. Did they? Is it coming off the board? Well, I guess we'll get to that in a sec. All right, so we got Florida State. They're up 21-14. Man, Castellanos dialing it, man. Throwing this sucker all over the field. We got UCLA up 24-7 on Michigan State. SMU, they're up 17-7 on Stanford. Cincinnati is up 17-3 on Central Florida. Houston's up 24-10 on Oklahoma State. Louisiana's up 14-7 on James Madison. Army's up 17-0 on Charlotte. Miami, Ohio, they're up 3-0 on Akron. Toledo's up 21-7 on Bowling Green. And still, Washington State's up 7-0 on Ole Miss. Northern Illinois and Eastern Michigan are tied up 3 apiece. So it looks like that Ohio State or that Illinois touchdown will count. Yeah, Illinois TD. Yeah, I've heard the refereeing hasn't been great for the Ohio State-Illinois game. All right. Let me pull up. I think I'm gonna turn back on this Ole Miss game. Dude, Ole Miss is selling so bad. Like, Ole Miss, you realize North Texas put up 59 on these fools. What are we doing? Oh, Illinois missed the point after? Woof. Oh, touchdown overturned? Oh, gosh. I switched to the Ole Miss game. Yeah, me too. Well, I got the Ole Miss game playing on my phone. Believe me when I say this, Nintendo Mike, I think they still beat you if there was no cheating involved. Ole Miss having to settle for a field goal. Dude, Lane Kiffin, complete coaster. When was the last time Lane Kiffin didn't cover during in a non-conference game during the regular season? Yeah, maybe the USC days, right? Actually, let's ask AI. Let's ask AI. All right, AI, what do you got? Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, dude. AI, you are useless. It's time Ole Miss football didn't cover the spread versus a non-conference opponent. Come on. Come on. Show me something. The last time Ole Miss football failed to cover the spread against a non-conference opponent was September 24th of 2002 against Tulsa. The Rebels were favored 20.5, and they won 35-27. All right, so there we go. Last time Lane Kiffin didn't cover the spread versus a non-conference opponent, 2022. Thought it would have been longer. I know Tulane gave him a scare couple of times. Oh, buddy. Oh, Nintendo Mike, we could complain about the refs in all kinds of sports. All right, halftime report. We went through the scoreboard. If you want to get in on some of this action or NFL action or really any sport, you can check out Underdog Fantasy when you download the app. Sign up using promo code Broshmo. They match that first deposit up to $1,000. So if you do download the app, it's promo code Broshmo. As always, play responsibly, play within your means. If you love the NFL draft, I got good news for you. Some would say the good word, and here is the good word.
We love the NFL draft, and now my draft guide is available for purchase. It comes with over 500 player backgrounds and close to 300 player evals. It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So when I add a new eval or I change my rankings, you're going to be the first to know. It's going to have all the pro day and combine numbers along with analytics. And it's a Google spreadsheet for right now. So you have to include your email with the purchase, but we will be switching over to a website at the end of the year. And if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper now than it will be later. It's a great way to support the channel. And as always, much appreciated, much obliged.
Oh, yeah. Who they called on a redshirt freshman who is not active this year? I don't know what you're referencing, Nintendo Mike. Try being in the SEC West during the 2010s. Okay. Was the West where LSU, Alabama, and Georgia, or was that the East? Yeah, that was Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss. Wait, was Georgia not a part of that? Oh, Georgia was an easy win in the other conference. That's why. But this had A&M. It had Arkansas, Auburn, Mississippi State. Okay. That's right. Georgia was always an easy pencil in. But then it was like, okay, is it Alabama or LSU? Or maybe random Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. Wait, no, that's someone else. We have to guys with the same name. Only one they called on was a tight end. Okay, Nintendo Mike. Dude, Washington State's driving again. Lane Kiffin, you're cooked. Except for that 1 year with Kyle Trask. Where is Kyle Trask now? I know he's not with the Bucks. Oh, Kyle Trask. Currently, is he not on a practice squad? Oh, I guess he's not on a practice squad. Woof. Interesting. You think we lose our big recruits over this game? Probably not. I don't think this game, any recruits you had potentially that you lose over this game, you probably weren't losing over this game. They just weren't coming. Hi. My knee just hit the corner of my PC. That was sharp. Shippity sharp. All right, I'm going to go put these, not a sponsor of the channel, actually, so I'm not even going to, my pretzels away. Probably know what they are. Boop, boop, boo. Third and 13 for Ole Miss. Well, for Washington State. Big stop. Turn on the offense. And it's a screen. Oh, it's dropped. Thank you. Dropped screen. All right, we're about to get back to this Mizzou game, though. All right, Alabama will start with the ball. We will get a return, as it's Brooks with the return. Goes down at about the 24, 25-yard line. All right, here comes Ty Simpson and friends. First and 10 coming out in the pistol. Jam Miller lined up back there. Fake the handoff. Here comes the pressure. Oh, man, he's going to get sacked. And he fumbles. I don't know if he was already down. Ty Simpson's still down? He went down hard. Damian Wilson coming up with the football. Ty Simpson, he's a little sluggish, but he's jogging / limping off the field. Yeah, because his leg's trapped by Wilson. Oh, yeah. Zion Young punching it out while Ty Simpson's being driven to the ground. That's a turnover. Y'all know what that means. First one of the day, I believe. All right, handoff. Hardy breaking through. Picking up the first. Now they're inside the 10. Uh-oh. Don't look now. Here come the Tigers. All right, they are going to be down at the 8-yard line. Robert steps in after the big run by Hardy. And Perbula is going to hold on to it on a little QB power. It gets down to about the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. I don't know if Tulane has a 4-star receiver. Like currently on the roster, they might just because the transfer portal. I don't know if they have. I don't follow high school recruiting. It's just one bridge too many for me. All right, we're gonna get a fake handoff. Perbula holds on to it, and he's in. Touchdown! Dang, dude. Bray Hubbard got okey doked. Just hit him with the And we got a tied ball game, boys and girls. Mizzou came to play. Dang, man. What? Oh, man. So they still give Alabama a 59% chance to win. Okay. Okay. Do you think we can beat on our remaining schedule? Probably. I don't think Illinois has like a crazy difficult schedule here on out. Because from here, Washington game's going to be interesting. Rutgers, Maryland. I think but I mean, you get Maryland, Rutgers at home. I think the Washington game will be a fascinating one because that's a good Washington team. I could see a world where they finish the year out with 5 wins. I could see them go 4-1 as well. Charles is hurt. Hasn't he been banged up this year multiple times too, Skater Boy? Why would y'all? No, y'all ain't losing out. Why would Illinois lose out? What is this doom and gloom? Minute 19 left till halftime for Ole Miss. Get a touchdown. What is this Ole Miss team? Should you give up on Ole Miss? Part of me already has. But I know Washington State's a bad second half team. Think about it. Washington pushed their lead in the second half. So maybe we get one of these scenarios where when it rains, it pours and it starts to rain a little bit in the second half. Streaming Red River or the Mighty Ducks? We're doing the Mighty Ducks. And then I will have the Red River on my phone, though. You think Wazoo is a bad every half team? Second half. Did I say every half? They haven't been bad this half, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Big play gets Ole Miss inside the 10 with 50 seconds left. All right, 1st and 10 for Alabama. Simpson getting it out real quick. Bernard had really no one around him. Bernard picks up an easy 14 to 15 yards. All right, 1st and 10 at the Mizzou 40. Excuse me, the Alabama 40. Handoff. And that is Kevin Riley picking up nothing on that play. I don't know if Mateer's set to play yet. All right, 2nd and 9 for Bama, empty backfield. Here comes pressure again. Oh, man. Feels like there should be a hold there on Proctor. Simpson picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Proctor kind of tackled. Couldn't tell if that was Zion Young or Damian Wilson. Third and 6, empty backfield again. And they have to call a timeout. What are we doing? Too much noise. Too much noise for Ty Simpson and company. Oh, Michigan State went for it on 4th and 5. I mean, you're down 17. You guys start doing some drastic things. I mean, Nintendo Mike, at worst, I think Illinois goes 8 and 4. I think 9 and 3 is more likely. 10 and 2 is plausible, though. Oh, Wyatt lamenting about Nick Saban. All right, 3rd and 6. Step back. Here comes pressure. Simpson, he's rolling out. He's escaping. He's going to try to pick it up with his feet, and he's going to be short. Big stop. And hey, Ole Miss touchdown, 10.5. There we go. Is that Jalen Catalan coming in? Catalan coming in like a missile, dude. That dude is girthy. So we're going to get a punt. And a fair catch at the 10. Mizzou's going to start with it. Zion Young is impressive. Yeah, dude. He had a rough first drive. Looked like he had a little bit of the yips coming into the game, but he's played well. You think Ole Miss paid Wazoo to come play? I don't know. I actually don't know that one. I don't know if they did. Maybe to some degree. All right, little heads up. We will be doing our second stream of the day. Will be for charity. It'll be for the American Heart Association. We're going to be doing that sucker for the next couple of weeks to wrap up our fundraiser. Oh, I mean, to be fair, Skater Boy, Penn State's defense couldn't stop Nico last week. By the way, you think South Florida secures their spot in the playoff? They went out. Well, yeah, 100%. I mean, UNLV might be in the conversation because UNLV still has the option of going undefeated. But don't sleep on South Florida. They got to go to Memphis. Undefeated Memphis, by the way. There's no way two G5 teams make the playoff. Sorry, not sorry. There's just no way. Maybe if they move it to 16, a 16 team college football playoff, maybe, but no way two G5 teams actually make the college football playoff. And Old Dominion, I think, already has a loss this year. They're not going to let a one-loss G5 team make the college football playoff as the second G5 team. You have a better case to be made, like whoever wins the American, and then if UNLV goes undefeated. Handoff to Hardy, picks up 2 yards. Aiden Childs is done. Hurt his neck. That sucks. ODU lost to Indiana by 13. Yeah. And they're not going to put a one-loss Old Dominion team in the college football playoff if it means they're only put in one group of 5 team in the college football playoff. That's just reality. They would sooner put a 3-loss Power 4 team in. 3rd and 2, going incomplete, trying to force it to Norfleet. Bama's going to get the ball back. Oh, that's a hell of a name. That's the freshman going in for Charles. Oh, dude. The committee wants Notre Dame to make the playoff. I don't think Notre Dame makes the playoff with 3 losses, though. No way Notre Dame makes the playoff with 3 losses. And Cole Adams is going to return the punt, get across the 50, but there is a flag down. So Mateer's coming off the bus, and it looks like he's playing. Hot diggity dog. My heart screams Oklahoma. My mind says Texas can't lose this game. Why is it the Power 4 again? Because it's the 4 best conferences in college football. Big 10, Big 12, ACC, and the SEC. All right, here comes Ty Simpson and company, 1st and 10 from their own 45, their own 30. Going to get the handoff here to Jam Miller, who tries to break it outside, cuts it back inside, picks up about 4 to 5. Second and 6. And Simpson's going to drop back. He's looking. He dumps it over the middle to Jam Miller for a 1st down. They're close to midfield. The ACC might Big East itself in a couple of years. I don't know. Miami, Florida State, Clemson's gonna make a comeback. They have too much talent not to. Even if it's not this year. 1st and 10 from the Alabama 44. Fake the handoff. He's going to dump it. And that's to Brooks, who's going to be close to the 1st down. They're going to give him the 1st down. Down at the Mizzou 45. Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo Mike, not just that they're the most winning conferences, they have all the blue blood teams, so. All right, 1st and 10. Fake a handoff. Here comes pressure. He steps up. Oh, it's tipped, and it's caught by an offensive lineman. Parker Brailsford with a reception in the game. All right, 2nd and 8 for Alabama. And we're going to get a handoff here. Oh, good run. I believe that's Jam Miller for a first. Yep, Jam Miller. All right, we got 1st and 10. Another handoff here. Is the 3rd running back, Daniel Hill. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. All right. What makes a win percentage, or what makes a win per? I'm trying to read both your comments at the same time, Mike. What makes a blue blood? So national championships, win percentage, strong fan base, and all this is just historically. We're gonna get another handoff. They're gonna ride the run because it's been working. And that's Daniel Hill again, close to the first. It's gonna be like 3rd and 1. And it looks they're quick to line, going for the QB sneak, and he is short. Yeah, well, they might mark him past it. He looked short to me. They're gonna call first. I thought he may have been short. That doesn't make Illinois a blue blood. It's just those conferences contain all the blue blood teams. I wouldn't consider Illinois a blue blood when it comes to football. Empty backfield. Nope. Here comes Jam Miller and timeout Mizzou. Oh, delay a game on the offense. It's gonna be 1st and 5. 1st and 15, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Big 12 did have blue bloods. Texas, Oklahoma. They just got sniped away. All right, 1st and 15. Player in motion. We're going to get a handoff here. Look like we're getting a little inside zone action. Jam Miller for about a 3-yard gain. John Mateer out there warming up. Holy smokes. Simpson dropping back, gets it out to the tight end, close to first. It's going to be right on the 1st down line. And they're moving the sticks, so it is 1st down. Toledo had a 15-yard punt. Oh, let's go, dude. I need Bowling Green to get back into that game. Handoff here to Jam Miller, who breaks it outside. He's inside the 5. And we got a Mizzou player down right now. I would say Illinois is a really. I would say Illinois would be like a basketball blue blood. Indiana is, Kentucky, Florida, UConn. I haven't really kept up with college basketball as of late, though. Cash fumble by UCLA. Oh, dude, I'm done following the UCLA game. Just sounds like they're getting smacked. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Tide. They're at the 5. Handoff here to Jam Miller, who's a yard short, gets down to about the 3. It's going to be 3rd and 1. No, I'm not saying that out of pity. I don't say things out of pity. I don't say things out of pity. I just try to give you the stone cold truth. Oh, Caden Proctor with the run here. Oh, he got the first. He's down at about the 1. Maybe like a foot short of the end zone, coming in on the on the direct snap. Wild. Yeah, I follow March Madness. I start to watch college football once they get to the conference tourneys. I like to see who's going into the tournament hot. And that's how I make my bracket. Oh no, Ty Simpson trips, falls, but he hands it off to Jam Miller for a touchdown. Ty Simpson barely getting that handoff. Oh, that's close. Oh, they're reviewing it. Simpson's knee might have been down. Oh, I think he's down. Not a touchdown. Yeah, no touchdown. Yeah, I think Illinois could beat Washington. It is at Washington, though. So no touchdown. It's going to be 2nd and goal. All right, down at the 5. 2nd and goal. And they're going to toss it to Jam Miller, who gets right back to the yard line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Got a man in motion. Simpson gets it off. Over the middle, just a little high for Cuevas. And what a stop by Mizzou. Goes from touchdown to field goal attempt. Let's go. Hey, Illinois scored a touchdown. 10-point ball game. There it is. Bama goes up 20-17. Yeah, Illinois just scored a touchdown. It's a 2010 ball game. We'll do a scoreboard. All right, scoreboard time. Got to hit the refresh. As Illinois scoring on the opening drive of the second half, make it a 10-point ball game. Alabama, they take the lead. They're up 20-17 on Mizzou, but if you're watching the stream, you already knew that. We got a field goal just hit by Florida State. They go up 24-21 on Pittsburgh. Oh, UCLA is rolling. They're up 37-7 on Michigan State. SMU, they're up 24-7 on Stanford. Stanford, can you cover 21.5? Cincinnati's up 17-3 on Central Florida. Houston's up 36-10 on Oklahoma State. Tied up at 14 is James Madison and Louisiana. Army's up 24-0 on Charlotte. Miami, Ohio's up 17-0 on Akron. Bowling Green touchdown. Hell yeah. Let's cover. Let's cover, boys. About to be a 21-14 game. Ole Miss. The hell, Ole Miss. They're up 10-7. Let's see if they could widen that margin in the second half. Eastern Michigan is up 6-3 on Northern Illinois. Dude, Bowling Green, man. 14 unanswered. Maybe they could cover that 10.5 for me. I've always been a mark for Bowling Green, man. I always have been. I mean, last year I liked Harold Fannin. I was a big Terrian Stewart, which, by the way, Virginia Tech got good once they started giving Stewart the ball. So he's been doing well there for Virginia Tech. Since they fired their coach, they're like, oh, I don't know. Let's give Terrian Stewart the freaking football. And guess what? He's been balling. Ohio State quarterback's hurt? Wait, Ohio State's got the freshman in? No kidding. Julian Sane is hurt? Sounds like I need to bring up the X. I don't see anything on Julian Sand being hurt. All right. That's the end of the third quarter. Got a nice little 5-yard gain on the pitch and catch to Norfleet. Cannon Proctor, HB1, RB1 maybe. Oh, by the way, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy? Oh, just stretching out. Don't mind me. All right, Washington State. We'll start with the football. Yes, I have this game on because yes, I'm looking for stinking Ole Miss to cover. They're up 3. I need 27 more points. Augustin, we're going to do Indiana, Oregon, and that'll be it for me for the day. The remainder of the day, I'm going to probably watch that. I'll probably have a couple of games watching, but I'm right now doing my offensive line rankings or re-rankings, so I'm gonna do that for today. If South Florida, if Southern Cal was ranked, I probably would have done the Michigan game, but it is what it is. If Ole Miss can turn around, my 2 to 2000 could be alive after the first window. I hear that. I hear that, dude. I will say, Nintendo Mike, what separates the good to the elite teams is, are you a bandwagon? Do you have bandwagon fans? When is my revals coming up? So this week, I'm hoping to finish. I'm going to take Monday through Thursday to go over the receivers, the edge class, and the safety class. So I'm hoping maybe have one mid-season ranking video out this week, and then they'll come in full force the following week, along with the new top 100. All right, here comes Mizzou at their own 30. 2nd and 5. Perbula. He dumps it to the tight end. That's Norfleet who slips, but he gets the first down. Pitt QB pulled a Will Levis. He's a true freshman, I think, so it's not surprising. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to get a handoff here to Hardy, who breaks a tackle. Oh, man. Dude. That acceleration after he was like, okay, we're not going outside. We're going inside. And he's going to get it again. Oh, wrapped up. Good wrap up there. by number 90 on Alabama, Simmons. True freshman, apparently. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. And over the intercepted. Oh, his receiver wasn't even looking for it. Whoa, miscommunication between Coleman and Prabula. So I guess Prabula was expecting him to sit. He did not sit. Dude, Bray Hubbard, interception machine, by the way. Eric says, Ole Miss, we're the best team in the SEC, Washington State. Have you ever danced with the devil in a pale moon night? Dude, it's feeling that way, man. I'm watching stinking Washington State move on their opening drive right now. I mean, to be fair, they're only at their own 35, but still. And it will involve, okay. Washington State will punt the football. All right, handoff to, I believe that's Jam Miller for, a couple of yards. Actually, double that, 4 yards. And another handoff to Miller, who's going to be close, if not at the first down. Oh, no. I think Washington State's going to get a free first down here because of hands to the face to the quarterback. Come on, dude. Ole Miss, what the heck, bro? Just giving first downs. Now Washington State's at their own 49. Okay, first down right now for the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're at midfield. They're literally at the 50. We got an empty backfield. Dropping back. Here comes pressure. Simpson going to get it out there. Ooh, might have Cuevas. Yep. Cuevas for a 7-yard pickup. Second and 3. Looks like they're going to review the catch. They're going to take a look at it. Oh, Washington State just scored a long touchdown. Oh, to hell with Lane Kiffin. Do you think Dallas should trade back and try to get a 3rd rounder? I mean, dude, it depends on how the draft falls. So just a little read option here. The Whit Weeks plan is 2 weeks late, honestly. At this point, I hope Ole Miss gets upset. If they can't cover, I hope they lose. If you're not going to cover, take the L and get the hell out of here. I was like this with Arizona State in the Mississippi State game. Instead of going for the touchdown, they go for what? The field goal. And I'm like, you know what? If you're not going to cover for me, I hope you just lose. Foreshadowing the Texas Tech. Might be foreshadowing the Texas Tech game. Nah, I doubt it. Maybe just stop betting anything involving Mississippi schools. Maybe that's the universe telling me. And I've bet on trends the last couple of weeks just to get bit in the butt. Because what? I bet on Kentucky covering 21 and a half. Because what? Georgia, 4 of the last 5 games, hadn't scored over 20 against Kentucky. This week, I bet on Lane Kiffin. Haven't lost a or they haven't not covered against a non-conference team since 2022. All these trends coming to an end. All right, 2nd and 3. The catch is upheld. And we're getting another handoff here, and they actually stop him after a yard. It's going to be 3rd and officially 1. Oh, Mizzou got a player down. Webb. All right, here comes 3rd and 1. And we are going to get the handoff here. Miller stopped. He's going to be short about a 1.5 feet. Yeah, I'm surprised the Wazoo fans did travel for a 3-team Wazoo team. 3-2 Wazoo. All right, 4th and 1. They're going for it. Miller in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Simpson's going to try to run it. He tosses it to Miller, who gets it. He's past the 1st, down to close to the 30 for Missouri. Wyatt, that's funny. Oh, Jam Miller's down. And I'm hoping Miller just got knocked out. Golly, that was a gnarly hit. All right, scoreboard time. All right, Ohio State, they scored a touchdown to extend the lead back to 17. Ohio State up 27-10 on Illinois. Florida State's up 24-21 on Pittsburgh. UCLA is rolling 38-13 on Michigan State. Stanford, hey, they might cover the 20. They might cover the 20. Currently, Southern Miss, they're up 24-10. Cincinnati's up 20-3 on Central Florida. We got Houston up 36-10 on Oklahoma State. Louisiana and James Madison are tied up 14 apiece. Army up 24-0 on Charlotte. Miami, Ohio up 17-0 on Akron. Hey, that's right. Time to cover, Bowling Green. This Toledo's up 21-14. Washington's up 14-10. That's the one game that's going to kill me today. That's wild. Why do I believe in Lane Kiffin? I'll never know. We got Eastern Michigan's up 6-3 on Northern Illinois. Kent State's up 7-0 on UMass. Dude, man, I don't know what's up with this Ole Miss offense right now. Trinidad just can't pass? And dude, the pass rush at least on this third down play was gnarly from Washington State. Ole Miss, man, out here just trying to survive. All right, Jam Miller, okay, walking on his own power for the most part. And Miller going to the locker room. That's a big blow, man. Miller's been their most consistent back. And here comes the pressure, and he overthrows Cuevas, but again, pressure was immense. I'm not watching this Ole Miss game anymore. I just can't stand it. All right, Simpson dropping back. Here comes late pressure of the ball. It looked like it was tipped or it was just a duck. But just to the outside, I think that's Brooks. So it's like third. It's going to be 3rd and 10. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. All right, here comes 3rd and 10. They bring in some extra protection. Simpson going, just overflow throws Bernard a little bit. It's going to force a 4th and 10. Big stop by Mizzou. All right, here comes the field goal. 49-yard attempt here. Wide left. No good. Wide left. Did Mateer beat Ole Miss while he was at Oklahoma? What? Mateer? You mean at Washington State? No, I did. Washington State, I don't think played. Well, no, yeah, no, no. Mateer's never played Ole Miss. Because Mateer was a starter last year. Yeah, he didn't face. Yeah, he didn't face. Oh, Prabula escaping pressure and spin. And almost got past Overton. Yeah, no, Mateer never faced Ole Miss. Yeah, Mateer's at Oklahoma. He was at Washington State last year. He came over with his offensive coordinator. No, Mateer wasn't the quarterback at Oklahoma last year. It was Jackson Arnold and Michael Hawkins. All right, Prabula dropping back, and he's going to dump it to Hardy. Nice catch. Only goes for a yard or two. Yeah, Kirito. Someone do a wellness check on Kirito. All right, it's going to be 3rd and long here. Mizzou, 1 of 7 on 3rd down, and they're facing a 3rd and long. And here comes the pressure again from Overton, and he gets it. I believe that's Roberts. And he's just short, maybe a couple of yards short. What are Gojo's picks for the week? Oh, it's a fake. Oh, they're going to be short. Well short. Fake punt. Direct snap to Jamal Roberts, and I think they're short by like 2 yards. I know they're short by a yard. Oh, Roberts, he extended it. I don't know when he goes out. Yeah, I don't think there's any evidence that he got the first down. It's all real close. Dang. What are Gojo's picks? Here, I'll run through some of them. Obviously, we had the Ohio State minus 13.5. Feels like they should hit. Bowling Green in a battle. Can they cover plus 10.5? Hopefully. Ole Miss screwed us. Screw Ole Miss. Screw Lane Kiffin. I don't want to talk about it. All right, let's take a look at some of my other bets. I had Gojo had Stanford plus 21.5. Currently, they are in scoring position, but they're down 14. So honestly, even a field goal here helps keep them above water. I liked Alabama minus 2.5 in this game. NC State plus 24.5 against Notre Dame. Nebraska minus 6.5. UNLV minus 6.5. Nebraska has Maryland. UNLV has Air Force. Florida plus 7.5. Billy Napier back against the wall. Could be an ugly game between Florida and Texas A&M. I still think A&M wins though. Kansas plus 14.5. Could be an instance of Texas Tech looking ahead to Arizona State in Tempe. And then Georgia minus 2.5 versus Auburn. Man, I'm feeling real bad about that Ole Miss game, though. All right, 1st and 10. Bama gets it at their own or at the Missouri 40. Here comes pressure immediately from Wilson, and he's sacked. Damon Wilson coming alive. Man, just swatted the hands, right tackle. Just sitting there like, Do you think teams should pass on Caleb Banks in the first? I would. We haven't seen him play. He had the foot injury and then re-aggravated it against LSU. I would like to see him on the field again. And they're going to dump it back to Riley, who is going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's 3rd and 24. Missouri offense coming alive. Defense, excuse me, but they need the offense to come alive. Pittsburgh, Florida State are tied up at 24. All right, 3rd and 24, and Bama runs to the line, playing up tempo, dumps it off to Riley, who gets out to about the Mizzou 39, 38. It's going to be 4th and 8. And the offense stays on the field. Interesting. 4th and 8 for Bama. And Simpson talking at the line. I feel like, oh no, they snap it. They're going for it. Here comes the pressure. Simpson going deep. Contested. Whoa. Brooks, what a catch. Along the sideline. Dude, that was contested so well. That was an insane catch. Insane throw. Great coverage. That was literally a perfect throw. Insane. I thought the coverage was good. 1st and goal now at the 9. I can't believe that. All right, they're just resetting the clocks. Can I get anything positive for Illinois? Yeah, Illinois is a good team. Ohio State's just great. That was an insane throw and an insane catch. Ty Simpson. Oh. All right, we're going to get the handoff here to Hill. Gets to about the 7. I just said, Nintendo Mike, you're a good, not great team. Ohio State's great. Y'all are good. All right, 2nd and goal. Here comes pressure. Simpson just throwing this out of the end zone. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Ryan Williams in motion. 3rd and goal. Simpson. He's chucking it to the tight end, who's going to be about 3 yards short of the touchdown. Decision time. The 5 most improved players by position in the NFL this year. Ooh, I'd be down for that. You know, at the top, like Quentin Johnston. Huge. All right, 4th and goal. They're going for the dagger. Make this a 2-score game. And Simpson dumping it wide open. Hill, touchdown. Yep, easy pitch and catch to the flat. Oh, sounds like the family might be home. I'm going to take a quick gander. No one here, guys. There's no one here. Nope, nobody home. Keela just barking because she can. I hope Lane Kiffin's happy with himself. Oh, don't tell me that. Let's do a scoreboard. Because I like being depressed, apparently. Okay, Ohio State, they go up 34-10 on Illinois. We still got a tied ball game. Pittsburgh, Florida State, 24 apiece. SMU, no. Okay, you know what? I will say this. I took Stanford plus 21.5. As long as this game stays the same, I'm good. UCLA running through Michigan State. Cincinnati's up 20-3 on South Florida. Houston's up 39-17 on Oklahoma State. James Madison is up 21-14 on Louisiana. Miami, Ohio's up 20-7 on Akron. Oh, Bowling Green. Toledo tied at 21 apiece. Dude, okay, first off, Lane Kiffin needs to score a touchdown. Go up 3. I don't know how they scored the other 28 points. 4 straight touchdowns. Throw a couple of, maybe a pick 6, a fumble 6 in there. But yeah, it's not looking good. Lane Kiffin just trying to get out of Dodge at this point. Eastern Michigan up 6-3 on Northern Illinois. And we got Kent State up 14-0 on UMass. Look at this. I just don't even know with Ole Miss, man. They're literally going to be the only bet in the first window I don't hit. Honestly, I should have took Pittsburgh plus 10.5 or UCLA plus 7.5. I liked those, but I was scared off of those in favor of Lane freaking Kiffin taking on non-conference team. Golly. What happens with Braxton Jones now that is Braxton Jones benched? Didn't know that. I mean, dude, I don't know if you could even trade. Wow, that's wild. Yeah. Benched for Theo Benedict. I mean, Braxton Jones just rides out his contract. That's it. Believe Ole Miss may have just scored. Yeah, Ole Miss just scored a touchdown. There we go. Oh, Perbula gets it out to Jamal Roberts. He gains a grip of yards. Yeah, Braxton Jones at this point, you just ride out the rest of his contract and let him go to free agency. What trade value does he have? Because wherever you trade him to, you're going to have to give him a new contract unless you're one of these teams that are just like, we're desperate for tackle help for hire. We're a championship team. We just need consistency because there's an injury at tackle. Nice catch there. That's Johnson with the nice catch. And Mizzou going up tempo. And drops it down to Hardy. But golly, man. That sucker was a little high and almost got Hardy's head taken off. Is UMass the worst team in college football? Well, if they lose to Kent State, then yeah, it's kind of a battle for who sucks more. Perbula is going to escape, and he's running. He gets out past the Mizzou or the Alabama 30. And 2-minute timeouts. Uh-oh. And corner down for Alabama. What did I think about Crown Jewel? Do you like the Crown Jewel titles? The Crown Jewel like stakes kind of mean nothing to me. They don't really mean anything for the rest of the year. So it was kind of a low stakes card. I like the Bronson Reed Roman Reigns match was fun, and I think the right guy won. Give Bronson Reed that rub. I felt like the women's title versus title match was kind of a big nothing burger. It was a fine match. It was alright. But again, no stakes. No one cares about the Crown Jewel titles and reigns. No one cares. Match of the night for me, I loved John Cena, AJ Styles. Again, it was just kind of a finisher fest where they were shouting out their former rivalries. Like I love the whole submission reversals back and forth where you had like John Cena doing what? He did the Accolade, and then he did the Walls of Jericho. You had AJ Styles doing the Coquina Clutch for Samoa Joe. So to me, that was the most fun match on the card. I had a blast with it. The tag team match, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors was pretty fun. And then Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes was good too. And I mean, I know I said that like the crown jewel titles have no stakes in them, like just by themselves, but the stakes in that match was like Seth Rollins not being able to beat Cody Rhodes. I thought that was good. They told a good story, so I enjoyed crown jewel. Theo did well at left tackle versus the Raiders. Nice. Well, we'll see. But yeah, you can't do nothing with Braxton Jones. Good luck. Godspeed. Alabama -2.5 looks good. Watch him pull a Mendoza and run out of the back of the end zone. I swear, dude. Nintendo Mike hates Ohio State. I can't say I have hate in my heart for my team's rivals. I could still utterly despise them, but I don't have hate in my heart. Like, I despise Florida and Florida State. I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of riding with Florida right now. Billy Napier back against the wall, not trying to get fired. I'm riding that for bets. So, yeah, that's kind of woof, Kirito. How are college tailgates? I've never been to a college tailgate. Do colleges tailgate? I imagine they do. Well, as Ohio State would say, Nintendo Mike, they hate us because they ain't us. All right, Fabula dropping back, and he's gonna. Jeez, he throws it high to Roberts. Lucky that one was like real high and away. Because, dude, if Roberts got he could have got rocked. Could have been a hospital ball. All right, here comes the pressure. Pabula getting an out. What a catch! Is that Johnson? No, never mind. Illuminate. What a hell of a name there. Oh, the SEC tailgates are great. Awesome. That's what I love to hear. Two-time community college dropout over here, so never been to a college tailgate. No, I think they're down at the 1. I don't know why they're reviewing it. LSU has been tailgating since Thursday night. I mean, sure, okay, go, okay, Nintendo. I don't know where this hate comes from, but you can enlighten me. You don't get it. You don't get it, Broshmo. Ohio State personally, Ryan Day personally came into my house, kicked my dog. You don't get the type of hate we have. I guess they're looking to see if he's down at the 3 or if he's down at the 1. I think he's down at the 3, but hits the ground. Alabama fans poison trees. Not eco-friendly from what I hear. Okay, so he's going to be down at the 3. Did Ohio State fans set cars on fire? I feel like I would have heard about that. That's wild. I'm actually going to Google that. Ohio State fans set cars on fire. October 2025. Several. Okay, I'll read this after Perbula scores this touchdown. And he does. And that's Olubade. The guy had the reception to get him down there. Touchdown, Mizzou. So at this point, I think you go for the onside kick. Even if you don't get it, you have 3 timeouts. You could get the stop. Reports from October 2025 describe several car fires in Ohio, but none were started by Ohio State fans. Okay, never mind. 2021. It's not the first time Ohio State students flipped cars and set fires. Oh, okay, here we go. We might be getting something here. More than 1,000 people gathered at Chittenden Avenue between High and Summit Streets after the Ohio State spring game. This is a spring game, and this is in Columbus. Okay. Shortly after midnight on April 20th, 2001, Chit Fest turned into a riot, the fourth in about a year, according to the Lantern article from the day. Students smashed cars, assaulted another driver, and set a dumpster fire. But this was in Columbus as well. I'm not seeing this. Hold on. Fire of opposition. There we go. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on that, but I don't know. Alabama using a timeout prior to the onside kick. Oh, no. Georgia fans barking. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. Well, I don't know if you could demonize a fan base based on something done, 55 years ago, Nintendo Mike? 55 years ago? That's a bit much. All right, now remember, guys, we're going straight. Alabama recovers the onside. So first down should end the game. Remember, we're going straight to Oregon, Indiana right after this. If you're on the YouTube, you'll be directed straight to that stream. If you're on X, you'll see me pop up in about a minute. I mean, if you hate something, doesn't that equally come with demonizing it? All right, handoff to Hill here picks up about 3 to 4 yards. I feel like if you hate something, then the way you talk about it just naturally is going to demonize it. That might just be me. I don't know. Every other year, Tennessee fans checkerboard Vandy's field. That's got to be trespassing, right? Yeah, but that's good fun. That's good fun. I mean, all you have to do is go in there and retouch, like, just touch up the grass. It's not like they're stealing an animal or they're setting anything on fire or they're like actually like vandalizing a wall or something. Checkerboard in the field. That's fun. That's funny. I guess if it's spray paint, it's not funny because then it's a pain. But if it's just chalk, whatever. Okay, Wyatt. That's right. All right, Hill gets it again. It's going to set up a 3rd and 3. I don't know if Jimbo did that for his fandom, but yeah, well, Ryan Williams, no receptions on the day. All right, 3rd and 3 for Alabama. First down wins the game. Very bunched formation here. 2 tight ends up top. And they are going to hand it off. And it's a stop. Not just a stop, but in the backfield, Missouri's going to have a chance. Missouri throws trash on their field every other time. Man, y'all remember when Texas fans threw trash on the field? Was it another team that did that first and then Texas did it? Or did Texas do it and then the following week another team did it? That was wild. Texas did it first? But did Texas do it first? And then Tech did it. Got it. There we go. There we go, Kirito. Appreciate it. Oh, dude, no. Cowbell. Wyatt, we are pro cowbell here. Pro cowbell. Get the heckles out of here. Pittsburgh just went up 10 points on Florida State. Dropped Florida State from my top 25. Just saying. Some say I'm a messiah. Some say I'm Nostradamus when it comes to college football. Apparently not when it comes to Lane Kiffin. But I just tell people I just watch college football. I had a feeling Pitt would cover. I didn't know about win the game. They're going for it on 4th and 5. Well, okay, Bama does have a timeout. Maybe they're just trying to get it offsides. I mean, it's smart. 4th and 5 will put you either give you the first down or put you right there. So no, they're just going to take the delay a game, and then they're going to get a little extra yards to kick it. I can't approve of the cowbells in good faith. Remember, LSU fans throw toilet. Dude, cowbell might be one of the best Saturday Night Live skits of all time as well. You can't hate cowbell. I feel like if you hate cowbell, you're just not American. So if you're an international viewer, hey, have at it. Feel free to judge. But if you are born in the great UFSA, that's right. UFSA, got to get that of in there. Then, yeah, no, you should love cowbell. All right, it's a line drive. We're going to get a return here. down at about the 17, 18-yard line. Got a minute 17 to get in field goal position. Oh, Nintendo Mike, you just opened up a great conversation that we're having. Don't feel sorry. I'm thoroughly enjoying going through just all the different culture things, or just the different program things, the different traditions. Oh, thought they may have had an offsides. 10 seconds on the play clock for Beulah, checking at the line, dropping back, looking around, scrambling, and now he's just going to throw it away. Kirdo, that joke might go too far. Kirdo, that joke might go too far. All right, we got a 2nd and 10. I'm going to do a quick scoreboard, specifically just to look at this Ole Miss game, just to be sad. Yeah, no, I'm still sad. Still sad. I hope Ole Miss loses. All right, here comes 2nd and 10. Dropping back, pressure in his face again, and he dumps it, and that's Roberts. Ooh, is he tackled inbounds? No, they're saying he's out. Okay. I thought you were joking, Kirito. All right, 3rd and 6. Tennessee threw mustard and golf balls. Quite the combination there. All right, dropping back. Here comes extra pressure, and he overthrows. I think that was to Johnson, so it's 4th and 6. No, Mike, I'm just pulling your strings, bro. I'm just screwing around with you, my dude. All right, 4th and 6. This could be the game. Here comes extra pressure, and it's a deep shot. What a catch! Illuminate! That's a freshman? Oh, bro. And that's Damani Jackson allowing it, too. Damani Jackson. After all this praise the last month I've given him, over the last, 3 weeks, man, he's just been... All right, 1st and 10. 52 seconds left. Beulah going to just throw it to Roberts, but it's really just a throwaway. Wyatt, I did not see the signs. Second and 10, dropping back. Pressure again. Overthrows it outside to Johnson. All right, 3rd and 10 from their own 47. They have a freshman kicker, so you probably want to make this like a 40, 45-yard field goal. Oh, no. Beulah, what the heck? Was that another miscommunication? Alabama's a hot squad right now. All right, so let's see how. No, he just overthrows. He just overthrows Alubide. Rough. Well, that's the win for Bama. They cover 2.5. Can't say that about all schools. To be fair, maybe taking Ole Miss minus 29.5 was a mistake. And it feels like it was. Feels like it was. All right, we're going to be moving over to Indiana, Oregon. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you're going to join us again, well, I'll see you in about a minute.